Hello and welcome. This is one of those very rare moments when actually the mobile side of this can actually be shown. So I thought for once we're going to do it. Yeah, we've got the header to repair before we get cracking. So I thought let's go grab that and let's do it. I brought the Orion down to here. So I thought there's now three fairly hefty, and the case 261 horsepower at the top. That is the lowest. And I thought that's not a bad team of three. So we've got four down here. There's the 170, the Massey. Although I've got to be honest, I was where are we going? I was impressed with the Massey. You know, we need to do it like that. We need to do repair with that as well. And yes, fantastic. It will of course reset now back to that point in a little while, next session. But yeah, I thought let's do it. Yeah, I was impressed with the Massey. I've got to be honest, it didn't miss a beat. It did that perfectly well yesterday. I was impressed because that's not a mean feat. So then we've got to literally got our two fields to harvest. This is going to be these are quite a lot of time lapsing because there's a lot of big sessions. So yeah, I'm going to say my words. In fact, yeah, I'm also going to stop the cameras for a second. Going to create the courses, and then I'm going to start this. It'll look really nice because it's not going to be the going into course play apart from the pressing the del for the menu and go. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to see you in a minute. After saying that, problems. Yeah, course play doesn't like it. I don't think there's much of a headland, so I might have had the same issue if I'd have done that. I drew that field, if you remember. It doesn't like how small the headlands are. I have this quite frequently with courseplay on courses where it almost goes. I've had a lot of problems with this from literally that's why I had to do CP1 on that one, if you remember. Right back at the beginning, because it was exactly the same. These ones are okay. I always forget you can't see those. Yeah, these three here are small. No, 66 we had issues with two, so it's not a courseplay friendly map. No, we've had to do almost all drawing the fields manually. So, being as that is the case, we're going to have to literally do that again, I think. So I'm going to literally do the draw custom field, and we're going to zoom right in. You've also got now we're going to need also to be clever, and we're going to need to hide the icons, which is loading stations, animals, and dipster. No, it's not. It's not. It's all. Is it others? No. It is. Look for the icon. I'm looking for the icon and I can't see the icon. The icon's completely wrong. Okay, well, it is what it is. Right, so then, if we now go back to courseplay, we should have a... Huh? That's dodgy. That's well dodgy. So you switch them off, but they exist on one of the other screens. That's not very good, is it? Right, okay, well, this is the screen we have got to work on, unfortunately. Am I back in there? I was going to say I'm not back in there, so why is it like... Yeah, that's a bit bizarre. Right, draw custom field. It looks like it disappears anyway, so actually I was talking totally rubbish, which is quite frequently the case. So if we hug the field very closely, it's probably going to go inside the line because we've seen that that is the way that most of the time it actually works. We might get away with this, but then again we might not. So as far as I'm concerned, we're pretty much hugging the brown edge of the field, which is where it was anyway. So we may have to go inside that on this one, but it's worth a shot. That's see a little bit of brown. That's almost close to the No, I did see that. So that's probably where course base is going to struggle. And there. And there. We may have to manually just clean up it right in front of us. Save custom field, indeed, yes. Now we get back into the harvester and see if that has fixed things or not. Yeah, I thought I'll bring you in. Ooh. Now that is a bit bizarre. Let's see if that actually... no, it doesn't when you actually go to it. So it sort of understands now. Then the important thing is, will it allow headlands? Because if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to be a little bit more severe. Ooh, that was lucky. So there you go. That's a neat little trick. Right, close. So 65. Have we got 65? No, we haven't, because we've never done anything on it. Oh, we did. We did a bit of fertilizing, but we obviously didn't. And save course. Activate 6 meters. Yeah, we did it freehand with the 18 meter. I remember. So let's do the other one as well. Being as we're here. Oh, and we're gonna have to do the same. No, let's crack the work on, and then I'm gonna do that. Now then, so we go first. We don't any of that. Go. Fantastic. So we're prepared fully. The fuel is okay. I was like, you have to. No, it's just for that. Right. So then, let's do the other one while we're at it, and we want to. We're not in you, so why are you? Do we need to select ourselves? We are selected. Is that because I'm... that's a strangeness. Yeah, if you see, you're on the screen and the worker's on there, and you're like on the edge of the field. That's a bit bizarre. Can we? Oh, you can if you click out of the... Right, okay, that makes a bit of sense. Right, I can see the edge of the field. But again, I'm just trying... I can see it. If you look very closely, now this is where taking a recording, there are 2 or 3 places where there's... now I keep forgetting you can't see my mouse. Across there, it hits the edge of the field. There's no green that you can see. Also here, it hits the edge, and here especially, there's no edge of the field. Courseplay hates that. To be honest, harvesters would hate that as well. So yeah, we've got to do this. And we should start there. Maybe inside as well, may need to do the outer edge. And probably redo the field completely. This is going to go and miss quite a bit. Ooh, at the top there as well. That's got a corner that equally, and this is nearly all. So there's going to be quite a lot of missed harvest on that section, and a bit here as well. Got to come in, so there's going to be a bit of missed field there because there's no headland, which even in real life is going to cause issues. So then. Yes, please. Oh, might not quite. Okay, now then. We're going to have to wait and see when that's finished, because we need to go get our thing. Oh, yeah, I was right. I did think that would miss that. Right, let's get that, and let's go into a time lapse now that we've had a bit of excitement. Just checking, I was going to say, did I actually hit record again? Am I talking to myself? Not that it'll be the first time. It's a bit subdued, but then actually that's what the weatherman says. He says it's a bit subdued, and he says the sun is going to come out later, so it's a bit of an overcast August. So, yes, this didn't let me down. It was exactly what I said. I said how good it was, and it was brilliant. Yeah, it is quite a beast. I do love this. Right, now then, can we... Yeah, we can sneak down here. Yeah, there's a bit to the field that's got quite a bit of edging, and yeah, this is what I was thinking. So again, we're gonna have to do what we did with the last field. If you ever want, if on a courseplay, if you use courseplay like I do, if you're on Mac or PC, then the bottom line is it's never going to like bits like this, so you've got to manually clean it up, and then afterwards. Now the best thing is to do the thing that people wouldn't like to see, which is to do it right now, because that is the actual edge of the field that works, where we've drawn. But of course people don't really like to see that, so I've got to sort of guess, see if I can remember. Right. It makes perfect sense to me. We actually do that now. In fact, I think we're going to clean up right now as well. Yeah, I've moved the harvester at the top as well. Got that back where it should be in the field. Off the wall in the field. Right, anyway, yes, I'm going to, this time I'm going into that time lapse, yeah, so, but you can just see, as I say, there's going to be a lot. The other's going to be the same as well, and really we've got to sort of do inwards a bit. It's a shame that you can't, obviously we all know in real life, you wouldn't do it. I suppose it is true. I know it's horrible, but we've got to sometimes step back and think, this is a game. So I think I am going to do it. I know it's horrible. It goes against the grain for me, the grain. It goes against the grain with myself too, but this is the best time because it shows you exactly where the real edge is. So that goes against the grain though. It does actually. We're going to leave that big chunk. No, you've got to, no, it's got to be done. Unfortunately, you've got to literally follow the edge of what is real now. And actually it's not a bad thing. I've always wanted that to be a little bit bigger all the way down there, because yeah, it was, yeah. So I do apologize for this, but I'm going to go into the time lapse, so I'm going to do this as well. Otherwise it's, do you know, no, I've just remembered, yeah, this is, it's not like we're here next year unless this turns into a full-fledged Let's Play. So we're not going to do it now, we're just going to literally tidy up. Yeah. Right, so that's got a bit right. I almost send words now, though. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I'm going to come out of the time lapse a little early. I'm going to leave the worker to finish off. It's been a cracking session, it really has. I've had a few ideas that, yeah, I never have been a massive fan of going through cow fields, because in real life, when you've got equipment, I know I've said that cows and that, like, they're alright with equipment. They are, but I don't like the idea of running through big combines and all the rest of it. So I thought, was when I built the bridge, which I had an awful lot of difficulty with, as you did probably see. I had to do it twice because the ground, it doesn't like these edges, nor does Courseplay. I was looking at it. It's not that we don't have headlands, it's that the field isn't finished, and I'm going to choose my words carefully because I'm not, again, trying to insult the map maker here. Basically, when I know this from Stone Valley, when you do the edges of a field, you have to sort of like put like a line. Now, it's not reading the line, it's going right here to the edge. It's reading this rather than the grass, because it's not got a line down the edge. Now, I know because on Stone Valley I did the same and I didn't have a wide enough one. I knew I'd got to paint, because I've been watching the map makers, the ones who've been doing it a long time, let's put it that way. I'm not trying to, again, I've got to choose my words carefully, so I'm not trying to insult here either. But yeah, he's really a painted line across the here. Also, there's bits where the field goes very deeply in. Now, I know you may have seen me on, if you've watched the channel for a while, I always do round corners, because to be honest, unless you're going to manually do it, all of you workers are going to, well, traditional workers, would they? It depends. If you set them up going from here, they do it. But then they're not going to finish properly there. They're going to come up short because of the building. Now, it wasn't really the builders, but here's another one. This corner here that goes in, that it does not. Of course, they wouldn't like this a lot, but it would probably deal with it. And again, I can paint around the edge a little bit more to avoid this. A little bit there that goes in. It didn't like that bit. So what I thought was, yeah, I'm joining two conversations together. I thought, being as we've got a bridge here, the only thing I'm not sure about is how do I... this headland's big enough. If you're going to incorporate part of your farm, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. Now, there's already a bit of grass here. If we make a line of grass, it's got to be fairly broad. There's no point in doing half measures. You're going to lose a bit of this field. You really are. But I thought, if you come to here... Now, the only thing that's going to defeat this is how severe... Actually, here is perfect. It's got to be done very carefully. Probably done from here, because you need to come out on the corner, really the broadest level. Yeah, that was nasty. I kept saying that about the angle that you come out on. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be the same. Let's try it. Oh, it actually did it. It's a little bit hit and miss about where you can... yeah, we need to get rid of the bushes now. It's painting. Yeah, I thought I'd just quickly get this done. I like the dry grass. No, that is, yeah. It's weird how things get in the way of... Oh, it's a double hedge, actually. I think I've removed the hedge from this field. So we'll leave those bushes alone. We need to do... Yeah, this one. Oh, I saw... Yeah, it's a bit, yeah, as I say, it's hard for you to find where it starts and where it finishes. That should do, and then we need to put a gate in here. Right, so then let's just stick, yeah, let's just tidy this up and make it look a little bit nice, because we're going to have to like play around with this anyway. I love this type of thing, if I'm honest, when you're playing around with the, you know, that one there's difficult, it's there really, that's why. So, we need to do decoration, and we really need to do... Is that the same as the one we did on the other side? Yeah, not sure. It doesn't really matter for this, does it? Thinking about it. We do that there. Should just about do that there. Is that going to be the right way? Open it outwards. I think we need it the other way. opens inwards towards us. Is that going to work? Is that going to be wrong? You've got to be careful because it's not going to like us. Yeah, is that? Maybe. So we now need to do landscaping plants. Now I need to go for a bush, if we've got any bushes. Not sure how big this bush is going to be. Not very big. Do another one. And a little bit of one there. Yeah, I know we all know it's not perfect. It isn't. That map makers do wonders on making things. Let's try signal on there. Oh, why is that not actually? Oh, they're tiny little things. That's why. Ah, you would think that they'd be unless they grow. They're not how big you think, are they? Okay, well, trees. No, they really are trees. Yeah, they are. That's as good as I can get it right now. Yeah, it is. There's a little bit of weirdness there, but yeah, I don't know how to get those better than that. So some maps have got better plants than others. Some maps have got better. This has got some fantastic. There must be a limit to the amount of pallets that they can do. Fantastic with finished. There's a little tiny bit of cleanup here. So yeah, we will be sacrificing a tiny touch of. Now that was a wonderful aid on this. It really did do a cracking job. It did. That's where we're gonna. No, let's just tidy up. No, that was right. Right, fantastic. Let's just get this edge done. Let's get it finished so that we know it's finished. Not that I'm not worried about losing a little bit of straw, but let's do it. It's more about doing a proper job. For me, it's. I think it probably is for almost all. You sort of get that. Let's do it. If you're going to do a job, if the job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. It's a saying that I was brought up with, and it is true. I was always taught to give it your best. Always do your own. I don't mean obviously we all slip a little. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, you have a bad day at the office, as I've said frequently, really, in Farming Simulator. So yeah, you get a day when you're a little bit rebellious and it doesn't quite work, or you're a little bit tired and it doesn't quite work right. But yeah, apart from that, it's what I aim for. And when I'm at my best, it's what I like finishing the contracts. It's just, it feels wrong, almost like I'm robbing the farmer if I don't do it. Yeah, I know that they allow you a little bit. So I don't mind on the odd one if you've got to go all the way down the other end of the field and the farmer says you've finished and he's happy or she's happy and I'm happy. But yeah, still don't like it. I just think, yeah, well, it's, it's an allowance. You're allowed it a little bit. That guy is always fishing on that lake. Yeah, see, you can see the headland isn't bad at all. It's the fact that it can't read the headland. There's no green or edging that tells Courseplay that's. Yeah, that is amazing the way that is. It talks Bale. Yeah, so I might actually just do a little bit of a strip around the edge and then see if next year. Well, I'm not sure. As I said, I'm not. It is a beautiful map. It really is. Just ignore that bit and run straight past it. So let's go do it. I don't think we'll get another one, but at least we'll start. Yeah, so I think, well, we've started doing it now, so we will definitely be doing that, making a path this way. But this isn't the real problem. The real problem is the next field. Is how do we join it? That's the problem. If you're going to re-divert, the ramifications for the farmer are actually far more than you think. Because how am I going to get across there? Do we take another bit out of that grass field? You see, grass fields are the key to this a lot of the time. If you've got grass fields, this doesn't matter you're running across a grass field. But arable fields like this, it does. So you've got to sacrifice a bit of field if you're going to do a path like we're going to do here. It doesn't have to be absolutely massive as long as it's as big as a road. There's lots of in Britain where There's the fold one, yeah. Where you've got to, yes, I mean, that's all right there. There's not too much to sacrifice there, but there's going to be quite a bit near the gates to get that right. Because if you're coming in with implements like combine, mind you, we're not going to be taking a combine ever that way now, because we've got a combine at the top. So that was I mean, yeah, we didn't all spend some money last session, but I thought, well, truthfully speaking, not being funny, but and that combine is a little bit big. It is for up there. When I moved it off the wall, I was like, I don't think there's even a shed that it can go in. It's not the sheds I saw. Yeah, I'm not trying to be nasty either. Right. Well, that is where I'm going to leave it. We'll grab the bales next session. I was going to say, right, so let's Control Alt Y that and put that to 0. So next time it's, yeah, we are from. Also, you saw obviously I did the Omatana finally. Again, it's, although you can move hedges, it still reads the hedges sort of being there. So that would be a neat trick, but I think that's what map makers have to deal with. It's removing it, but the collision seems to still be there. So therefore, it's still there. Now, so really, it's tidy because at least you're not doing V mode and there's a hedge inside here. Whereas if you did V mode, oh, it says there is a hedge inside of there because I've not quite done it right. There's a bush. Yeah, but yeah. That's now how I would like it. It's going to be easy to get to for everything, I think. Also, you should be able to come from all different angles, reverse up to it nicely, and it's not really taking any more of the field than it was before, but it's in a better place. I'm not going to have any of this where I'm encroaching on this, although obviously we're going to paint the edge of this again anyway, but yeah. So how do we deal with that? Now, I think truthfully that we will probably, this key here is, this field here is the key. So I love those beehives, they're amazing. Yeah, I think sort of down here is the key to this one. So to move a bit of hedge from as close to the end as possible would be the best, really. Yeah, like that. And then we'll just move the little bits of bushes. I thought while we're in this, I do love this. To make the farm your own, it is quite amazing. And we've all got our own ideas of what is the perfect farm. I realise that. Yeah, it's also a lot of, got to then make some. I think, is that going to be good enough? Let's have a look. No, it won't. That's almost like a misnomer that is there but isn't to the game. So yeah, obviously I'm going to do, yeah, I'm not sure how long we'll send it, but yeah, you can see it would work. We just need to make that a little bit bigger there. If I'd have known I was going to do that, I probably would have stuck that. Will that let me? We'll lose about £6 grand. That's a lot of money to lose, isn't it, really, just for... Although, would you let that... Well, you'd probably have it shifted. I don't know. I think you'd just... Yeah, really, what would you do? You'd just go around it, wouldn't you? To be honest. So, it's a trouble. Game mechanics rule is king. Yeah, I couldn't put a fence down there once. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to do something. So I put that down, and as you see, it did a bit of a lump on the thing. But I thought, well, in real life, you'd put a fence there. We all know that, and that represents a barrier that the cows wouldn't be coming past that. That's the best I could manage. So we need to expand that a little bit to make that wider. That's okay enough there. And then probably a bit of painting. Definitely a bit of painting there, almost like that, and probably like that. Yeah, I would say that'll be it. And then it's got to be again. You've got to be a little bit more generous than you think, because you don't want to ruin your fields, and you tend to go a little bit less than is necessary. And really, you do need to be a little bit generous. That needs a bit more there to get the line right. Yeah, I think that's okay. And dry grass. We need to go quite broad here. We do it from there. That's a little bit more generous than I would like to have been, actually. And we're wrecking the grass. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, we've earned a lot. GlengarBoy and Irish Connor have both been very generous with the slurry that we had. Really is what set us up on this map, and that's all thanks to the map maker. So yeah, I'm not going to complain about a few pounds or a few £1,000, because that's what it does cost for a bit of grass. So yeah, we'll sort that out. Another thing, but yeah, that's pretty much what I would do. Yeah, I think that's going to be big enough. And obviously we put the... It's weird in a way, because the way the game works is a bit wasteful. So you're really best to put your grass down first and then run your road afterwards, because it still leaves a bit of grass in the middle, but that is quite expensive to do. But then if you want to do it properly, which is why I often say, really, this type of thing, being as it's a game mechanics issue, although game mechanics rule is king in a way, as I've often said, because it's sort of one of those things caused by game mechanics, it depends how you want to play. You could literally give yourself, I mean, I've done it for leveling massive hills and things like that. If you want to give yourself $1 million and play around with it and then just put your money back down to what it was before, I personally think I've got no problem with that. You know, as in, like, I don't think that's unreasonable. Yeah, I mean, you do what you like. I wasn't trying to mean that in a patronising way. Just literally, yeah. I think that's personally a good way of doing things, but I'm sometimes get caught in my own trying to be fair sort of thing, and then sometimes get caught, well, is that right? Do I do that? Yeah, I often get caught in that own trap. Right, but that is definitely the end of the session. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say, ooh, yeah, did I? No, I didn't. We've got, yeah, I did sort of show, but it was in the time lapse. Yeah, we have 38.5 tons of barley, so that was quite good. Animals, yeah, I'm a little bit unsure whether, I think we were a little bit short on one of the. No, the cow pasture's fine. It's that mixed calf pens. Ah. So they got, is there something else within something then? Mixed calf pens, no litres. How do I actually put some in there then? Oh, milk. Calf pens, no litres. Right. Yeah. That's bizarre. The milk, normal milk is there, but the milk in calf pens, I don't, yeah, that's something special obviously to the map. Whether that is literally feeding the cows, I'd have to have a look at that. These are all very happy, and then obviously filled the water on. So we really need to feed these. They're red, so they are getting to a point where it needs dealing with. Although there's 40 odd tons, so we're not talking about terribly bad. Yeah, so we need to sort that out next session, I think, but it'll do for now, most definitely. Right, so yeah, all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.